Happy Monday, everybody.
Monday. We are here at the Arsenal studio once again. Fine day. Fine, great day. Good day. How you doing, Matt?
You have a deep
Yep. What?
with a strong sense. Strong voice over here.
That's right. We didn't have time for sound check. So welcome to Sound Check Test. I hope everyone's having a great day. You know what today is. It's Monday. You know what right now is. It's share o'clock. You need to move that way or we need to move the camera. We have some space. Or I can move over to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you were like...
Oh, yeah. I was still set for Martin mode.
Martin mode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
What?
I gotta flop these around.
I'm mad at ice. I'm mad at ice. Yeah, you know, it's tough. Oh, hey, how's it
Yeah, it's not bad.
going?
There
It's
we go.
Mark. I'm back to being Mark.
Why do you
Oh,
not
yeah.
promote the show? That's like your one job.
I've been busy.
That's like your one... That's like the one thing you do for the show. You promote the show.
I wrote all of it.
No, you didn't.
I mean,
And you texted me and then I wrote it. You did put a lot of the content.
oh, I do that. And don't I need to magnify things? Matt? Oh, yeah, that's right. You can do that.
I'm confused. Who is the Funky Bunch? They're ripping on our ideas. What's going on, guys? See, it sure looks like YouTube chat's working.
Rock's working. Rock is here. What's up, Dwayne? Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Huge fan of the show. Saying, what's going on, guys? What is up, dude?
I am gonna share this show because it's my job to get this show out to the people.
I should do the same.
You should have promoted this show because I do such a terrible
I'm
job.
sorry, I
of it.
post reels all week and stuff. I was just a little busy this week. You know, I've been
No, I do a horrible job with
hard
social
times,
media.
baby. Sometimes, you know.
Sometimes I step it up, but most of the time I just disappoint myself and everybody else.
So we're gonna push the share button here, and we're gonna say, "Come watch us talk."
We got a lot to talk about this week. We've got a big Starfield unveiling from the Xbox showcase, as well as a bunch of other games and some games from Xbox, as well as some games outside of Xbox to talk about. Some new pinball stuff. Mark's got some collector's corner to talk about. Some film freaks. We have some good films to talk about. I watched a 1980s Stallone film that I can't wait to talk about. That's not good, but it is kind of amazing. A new segment for the show that we're stealing from another show.
Yes, highway robbery.
And of course, the memory, as always. If you smell what I'm cooking, you must be the Rock. Are you ready to start this shit?
Hell yeah.
You got intro this week, bud.
That is fine. Sharing it up. Share the show. Mute the phone.
Thanks, Dad.
At the phone. Papa San in here.
Papa San said, have a good show. So,
All right.
Thank you.
Well, now we got to do it. The old man's watching us.
All right, you ready? Give me a few seconds of silence.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 8, Episode 18 of the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast. We are here once again at the beautiful Jason Arsenal studio. It is so good to be here once again next to my favorite person in the world, Mr. Matty Ice. How you been, bud?
I've been good, man. It's been a fun week, and this is a Monday I have like over 100% energy for. Like, usually I'm like right at the top of my energy.
Yeah.
But now I have like, I've drank in the elixir that sends me to like 125%. So this should be an energized, descriptive, informative, and enjoyable show for the entire audience.
This is good. Yeah. What's your energy drink?
I have,
Before you open that energy drink.
I have the Monster Zero Sugar Ultra Paradise.
Yeah, dog.
I'm excited. Nice
And,
zero sugar per can.
I'm rocking the Monster Ultra Watermelon Zero Sugar. Sponsored by Monster tonight, I guess.
I've been making some life choices, and zero sugar has been the way I've been going. I don't do diet because diet feels cancerous and disgusting. But zero sugar, like I switched from Coke to zero Coke. Not bad. It's not great by any means. A zero Coke is never going to be as good as regular Coke, but it's pretty good. And same for Monster. I went from regular green Monster, just the OG green.
It still has all the cancer stuff. There's still like aspartame sweeteners in it and all that shit. But yeah.
But for some reason, it feels like it's a better alternative than diet.
Right.
I don't know why.
You feel less like a chick on Weight Watchers when it's zero, you know?
Yeah, I feel more like a fat dude on Weight Watchers. There's something about the zero that stands out as like
for sure.
A guy
like
in
you're
his
not
midlife
on a diet.
crisis.
I'm just zero.
Yeah,
I'm just zeroing in on losing some weight.
I'm zeroing in on those sugars that I need to get out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to replace them with chemically engineered sugar.
Yes. So, Matt, you've been busy this week. What have you been up to, man? Playing any games, anything? What's going on in your life?
Well, for the last 2 weeks, I have been the single IT technician at work during my shift because everybody, the other two have been off for Diablo. They
seriously,
one of the IT techs took off 2 weeks for Diablo, and then
2 weeks,
and then another one last week took off the entire week for Diablo, and it was for Diablo. It was on our shared calendar, our shared vacation calendar as Diablo 4. So there was no mistaking why they were taking that day off.
They spent their vacation for Diablo 4.
They spent their vacation for Diablo 4. So I've been very busy at work, been a little stressed out from it. Not like bad stress, it's just been busy. There's a lot to do there.
Yeah. My bosses were on vacation. They weren't playing, I don't think they were playing Diablo 4.
They may have been.
Their cruise ship, but they were on a cruise. They could have been playing Diablo 4. But I was a little stressed out myself.
I got to be honest. Taking vacation for Diablo 4, not a bad idea, because yesterday I just played that game for 10 hours straight. I've been dumping time into that game, but now Sarah and I have picked up, we're playing characters together. So I built a sorcerer to play by myself or with like you, Jason, whoever decided to play online, and then I made a separate co-op only character.
That's cool. I like that.
I went with a rogue on that one.
I'd like to. You guys play? Is that split screen or what are you playing?
We play sheep. So
well, I guess it's not split screen. You share the same screen.
No, we're playing on separate consoles.
Ooh, heavy.
Off the same copy.
Fancy.
Yeah, because part of the reason I pre-ordered Diablo 4 is that the pre-order came with a PS4 and a PS5 copy.
Slick.
Because I game share. My primary PS4 is her PS4. She gets to play that Diablo 4 copy, and I get to play my Diablo 4 copy on PS5.
And Jason gets
Jason gets my Diablo 4 on PS5 as well. So I've shared with 3 other people.
Jason just mooching it up.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker owes me money for that.
Yeah, he ain't seeing that.
Oh no, he absolutely is paying up on that.
Yeah,
one.
And he's supposed to buy me the AEW game. We'll see if that happens.
It will. Just let him buy $4,000 worth of Saturn, Dreamcast, NES, and Super Nintendo games first.
Yeah.
But you'll get that game. He pays you off. It just, there may be some sneakers and games in front of your payoff.
Right. Okay.
But eventually you'll get there.
I got, guess what I played this morning?
What did you play?
Diablo 4.
Oh my God. What are you playing that on? You only have, as of right now, as of my knowledge, you only have a PlayStation 5 and a PC.
And a Switch.
And a Switch. Well, Diablo 4 ain't on the Switch, bud.
No, I was tired. I gave in the great divorce of 2022, I gave my kid my Xbox Series X because I'm like the greatest dad ever. And I'm huge. But then
big fan.
Yep.
Big dad fan over here.
Yeah, Father's Day's coming up. I mean, that day's for me. So. But yeah, no, I got tired. I wanted to play. And I saw at Wally World they had Xbox Series X that came with Diablo 4.
Was it priced higher?
Yes. So I mean, it wasn't like.
So was it like $560 or something?
I didn't get a deal.
Okay, it was.
But yeah, but I was still like, I want both those things. So and they're like in one little box.
Did it give you a digital?
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers.
Why would they want? I would want physical.
I know that you're a
game
digital
share
guy.
with Dylan, so now he gets Diablo 4. This is a good thing. But yeah, Hell yeah. So I got that back in the Xbox world. Boom. If anyone wants to add me, gamer tag's Rafe. It's fear spelled backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what character did you pick to start out with?
I'm a freaking druid, baby. I always go barbarian, but then I've found with playing D&D and other things that I like druids the most.
I think you made I always go barbarian to start too, and I am really happy with the choices I've made.
Would you
Not I went with sorcerer and then rogue, which is demon hunter from Diablo 3. And I love.
Do you think I made an okay choice?
I think barbarian is technically one of the better. No, they're not anymore. Druid is technically the best class.
Oh, okay.
So,
and I made him look just like me. He's just a big, fatter version of me. Like he's got bald head, red beard, and I gave him some eye makeup to make him emo because I've been extra emo lately. So he's just a big, fatter version of me that's emo, and he is ready. And he turns into fucking werebears.
Werebears,
big old bear.
So I'm
level like 2. I played this morning.
I'm level 20. I'm level 30 on my sorcerer, and then I got level 32 on the rogue. So
yeah,
max level's 50, and then I think it's Paragon levels after that, and I don't know if there is a max out at that point. So let's talk about Diablo 4. We talked about it a little bit last week, but I want to give I've played a lot of this game now. I haven't played any of the end game, which I'd like to talk about when I get there. But I really dropped some time into this, and I dropped a lot of time into the multiplayer on it, which I think is a very important aspect of this game.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I do fall asleep when I play this game.
Really?
Every Diablo I do. It's not that the game's bad. I just get very relaxed.
You know what? I was sitting in the chair yesterday. So Sarah and I, we had a nice lazy day yesterday. Sunday, we did a little golfing, went out to breakfast, and then
Sarah golfs?
No, she hung out in the cart while she had to endure.
You have to pay? Does she have to pay for that?
Yes, you have to pay for a rider. Not everywhere charges, but some places charge a rider's fee.
Okay,
it's not anything like.
I'm always curious about that. I might bring my kid with me, and I don't know if they were gonna be like, "He's on too."
No, I wouldn't worry about that. Even if you pay the rider fee, if you bring a kid, I think it's almost warranted that they get to toss a ball up there and putt that shit. So we did that, and then we spent the rest of the day, like literally 10 hours straight playing Diablo. And we were playing online. It wasn't local split screen, so a nice online on the same internet. So it was there's definitely a little lag, little rubber banding here and there, but it wasn't anything that made that game unplayable.
Nice.
So the really fun thing, especially that you may like to know about this, when you play that game online, if they are shared quests in which neither of you have completed them, it shares the XP. Oh, so, cool. And it completes the quest. So it will complete the quest in your world as well as theirs.
Oh, wow. That's badass.
Yeah. So you can literally play through an entire character co-op or 4-player co-op online, and all of you share the benefits of playing, even though it's on one person's world. You get all the same loot, or not all the same loot, but you get loot, you get all the completion. So there is no like con to playing that game with somebody else.
That's awesome.
And you even get like an experience and I think a gold bonus on top of it, like a 20% experience bump.
So yeah, that's cool. Any other games you've been playing?
That's it, man. That game's awesome. That game is just, if you liked, I said it last week, if you like Diablo 4 or Diablo 3, you're going to love Diablo 4. It's so much better of like an open world experience.
So there is another game I actually been playing, and I got it. Switch Sports.
I kind of want to play this after
I'm
done with this.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I got it for cheap, and I wanted to try it out. And I'm very glad I got it.
How much did you get it for?
Like $30.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's like the price of Wii Sports still.
Yeah, right. And it's awesome. Reed and I had some insane tennis matches, some doubles against the computer that were just like we were down. They were about to win, and we had this crazy comeback, and it was awesome. When we won, like we had the moment where we jumped up and like gave each other hugs and stuff, like we are the champions moment. It was incredible. And yeah, The golf on it is really fun. I like the golf mode. So yeah, it's a great game. If you like Wii Sports, if you like bowling, bowling's pretty much the same. It's. I mean, this is one of the highest selling games of all time. It's imitating. So yeah, it's a fun time, and it's much smoother with the Joy-Con than with the Wii remote. So it's cool to have. Liz was playing it, and we were playing tennis, and she did good. Yeah, she was tearing it up. But it was hilarious. They have badminton on there too, which I like badminton. It's like tennis, but it's badminton.
It's tennis, but easier. Like a little more chill tennis.
You think so?
It's definitely easier than tennis.
Yeah.
You're not hitting a badminton at fucking 90 miles an hour. That thing is popping up in the air, and
the shuttlecock does not quite move as fast.
The shuttlecock slows down because of its design.
It's the motion in the ocean with the shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock. Compare this game, apples for apples, to Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort.
So here's the thing. Haven't quite played all the modes in the Switch Sports because there's the thing you got to wrap around your leg.
So it's got an ankle sensor. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, they have that. The thing that was on like the Ring Fit Adventure game.
Now, do all of the games use that, or is it specific
ones?
Okay.
Just like how they had the boxer, you had to use the nunchuck.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, it's fun, man. It's super fun, and it's a good game to get the family up and moving around and having a good time. And it's just like most of the games, you just need one Joy-Con, so it's super easily accessible. And yeah, great game.
Now,
highly recommend it for anyone that has a Switch.
Does it kind of keep the same skill level thing with Wii Sports, where like you have like your little skill graph, and
I don't know. I just select. There's 3 difficulty levels that you can choose from. So I haven't gotten like hardcore into it. I was just playing some multiplayer with Reed.
What kind of fucking reviewer are you here?
It's fun, man. Check the game out. Figure it out yourself. Well, I liked it, so
I've been thinking about picking it up because it exists. Oh my god. This is not related to the Summer Game Showcase, but it is related to what we're talking about. What's a Switch game that has come out that you did not think would ever get a sequel? Like, if there was one Switch game that you did not think would get a sequel, what would it be?
One Switch game that would not get a sequel, I would say.
It's an early Switch game too.
1-2 Switch.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Oh no.
1-2 Switch is getting a fucking sequel.
Wow.
And it's coming out at a low price of like $40.
3-4 Switch?
I think it's 1-2 Switch enhanced or something like that. 1-2 switched it up.
That should have been the fact that wasn't a play-in game like and Astro's Playroom is like, that's nuts.
I mean, you think about it. Wii Sports was a pack-in title. You're paying $60 for that thing now. Obviously, you didn't pay that. 1-2 Switch should have been the pack-in title with every original Switch that launched. And that game cost $60 when it came out. That was not like a discounted game. That motherfucker was $60 when it dropped. And we played that twice, maybe?
And no one cares about that game, and it's bad, and it's faded away. And now, I bet, dude, if it was like included, people would be like, "Oh yeah, 1-2 Switch, bro."
Yeah, if that's an included game, of course it's not even remotely as close to as good as Wii Sports, but you would still think fondly of it because there's some of those like the tennis thing or the ping pong thing is goofy, or the plate spinning, or my favorite one was the Wild West draw one.
My favorite one's counting the balls in your hand.
Oh, with you like shake it, or
I gotta guess how many balls are in my hand. It feels like there's like 2.
There's gotta be at least 37 balls in this Joy-Con.
No, there's just 2, and they feel.
Think of how many times. So think of that specific game mode. Has any, even like a singular Switch game, gotten close to using the HD Rumble like that?
No one cares.
Not even remotely close to that. Like, that's the most precise, like pinpoint accurate rumble you've ever felt in a video game. And not a single game after the initial first game of that system used that mechanic.
Because it's like, I mean,
The shrine. I'm by a shrine. My fucking controller's vibrating a little. And that's like the extent of it.
They should remake Balls 3D.
And that's just the game.
You know, you just
How many balls are in my hand, man?
What's up, Dom? Dude. How you doing tonight, man? Thanks for tuning in.
1-2 Switch was not a bad game, but God, not a $60
free game. Or a fucking $10 game.
There's that safe cracker game mode too, where you had to like spin it. That was a fun game. But yeah, so I've been playing Diablo 4. You've been playing Switch Sports, and oh by gosh, by golly, we have some news to catch up on here.
Juicy, big news. I'm pumped for it.
Okay, I'm going to run down the Xbox showcase here and then some other announcements after. So we had the PlayStation event. I don't know if we really talked about that, did we?
Yeah.
The PlayStation showcase?
You did. You like went over some things.
I did.
Small.
Okay. I mean, if for some reason I didn't, the only thing that matters from the PlayStation showcase is Spider-Man 2 and then Metal Gear Solid 3. The Snake Eater Revenge. Snake Eater is getting a HD remaster. So this week,
pretty big.
I'm a huge Snake Eater fan.
I mean, that's their whole thing.
Yeah,
real big announcement, Sony.
that's it. That's all I have.
Maybe it's because as of today, the X is back, baby. Team Xbox, baby. The X is in the air again.
So I'll say this. Sony had a decent showcase with a few very good looking games, but for this E3 season, even though it's more of the summer game showcase now, Xbox did a better job. And I'll tell you why right here. I got a whole fucking list of games.
Can you say that one more time?
Xbox did a better job.
Insane.
This showcase, but there is a caveat. Most of their games are coming out in 2024. Well, yeah, most of the games that they showcased were...
It takes time after you buy all the studios.
Yeah, but most of the games from Sony's were coming out in 2023. So there is that. Okay, let's... I will say, most of these are Game Pass Day 1. Almost all of them are. So first we kicked off with a Fable trailer that was a little goofy. So we got some more Fable info.
Right off the bat. Fable.
2024 release date, no solid release date.
I think it was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was very silly.
It was very silly, and
it was Fable's all about.
They haven't talked about Fable in forever.
Yeah.
So we definitely needed some info on it.
Which is good, because when they stopped talking about Fable, they've canceled one before. So
yeah, exactly. So we got some info on that. Star Wars Outlaws comes out in 2024. It looked like a pretty cool Star Wars spin-off game.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, definitely looks like a cool one.
Did you see it?
Yeah, you didn't see much from it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't get much gameplay.
No, yeah, it was a teaser trailer. They obviously don't have a ton of.
It's an announcement trailer, so
yeah,
but you're not gonna get much gameplay.
A cool Star Wars game that's not a Battlefront game. So I'm all about that. I love the new Star Wars games that they're doing. Yeah. 33 Immortals, which I was a huge fan of because it's practically like Hades.
Yeah, it looks
but with
cool.
32 other fucking people that you're playing.
Yeah, that one looked neat.
Yeah, so that one is also 2024 release. One game that I've waited for forever that I'm surprised has taken this long to get announced. Payday 3 comes out September 21st. I like Payday. I'm not a gigantic fan of Payday, but that's a good Game Pass co-op, just fuck around kind of game. I did really enjoy Payday 2 when it came out.
So I love the studio that makes it. I can't remember their name, but they also make Goat Simulator. So
do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you have goats. Those like goats and stuff. And they have like the Payday mask on.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I mean, those games are based on fun. their graphics aren't the best, but who cares?
They're good. They're like Left 4 Dead games. They're a game from an era of that kind of game that doesn't exist anymore, and it should. Those co-op games, those games that are really all about cooperation, are important because playing Payday 1 or Payday 2 is almost. Oh, I'm getting a work call. Sorry, bud. Podcast time.
Follow the rules. You got to silence your phone.
I know. For literally the one time I don't do that, and I actually get a call. So, Payday 3, September 21st. I believe that is I don't know if that's a Game Pass day one. I don't know if that's
take that call.
No, I'm not.
Bluetooth it in, dog.
No. Alex would absolutely be on the show. He could talk about Diablo and Zelda.
Alex who?
Alex is a guy I trained at work.
Oh, okay, cool. Shout out to him.
Cool dude. Yeah, I love Alex. After that, we got the Avowed, and another trailer from Avowed, which is a game that...
Did you see that?
I didn't see this one.
So
I saw this game like 2 years ago, and I was excited for it then.
Yeah, this game looks awesome.
Well,
is this the people that made
this is Obsidian, who made New Vegas. This is them making their version of like a Skyrim or like an Elder Scrolls or a Dishonored style game. It looks it looked amazing like 2 years ago when they teased it. How did the trailer for it look now?
It looks really good. Like for a second I was like, what is this?
Did it look like an Elder Scrolls game?
Like, and like it looked like if you like mixed a Fable kind of type game with Elder Scrolls. So
Obsidian did Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds.
They did Outer Worlds. Okay,
yep.
That's what it is.
They're making the second one as well.
It's like Outer Worlds, but a like Elder Scrolls.
The fantasy, the fantasy style.
And it looks really good.
I was impressed with that game when they teased it years ago.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think they need to make the new Elder Scrolls yet because this game can definitely. And it's like, oh, that's probably what Xbox is doing. They own all the both companies, so they're gonna just let them drop this one first, and then they'll do Elder Scrolls 6.
That's fine. Give Obsidian a chance at making another just absolutely best version of your best series ever, because they did it with Fallout. Maybe they'll do it with Elder Scrolls. Fallout New Vegas is the best one, just for me personally. It's because
a lot of people like it.
It's just the setting of it. If Fallout 4 was set where New Vegas was, that would be my favorite one.
Okay.
Especially with Nick Valentine in New Vegas.
He would have been
like
good
some fucking noir guy in this casino-ridden
that would have been good.
Fucking wasteland. So good.
They still just need to make a Nick Valentine game.
He deserves Nick Valentine deserves everything. Yeah. One of the coolest crossover games of all time, and it's a game that I shit on when it came out because it deserved it, and has gone so far since then. July 20th, Sea of Thieves with the Monkey Island crossover. The game, just such a perfect crossover for a pirate game. And it may have been before my time, but that should tug on the heartstrings of people your age, especially. Like,
I've never even heard of this game.
Monkey Island? Yeah, The Secret of Monkey Island.
I'm young.
You're not young, bud. I feel like that's kind of a game right in your kind of era.
I didn't play much. I mean, I've heard of it and everything. I know it's super popular, but yeah, those two together, it's a great combo for sure.
So that's a cool one. That's July 20th, like I said. Another Microsoft Flight Sim is coming out in November, and it has a Dune expansion with it. It's so weird and so dude, perfect.
Right? That looks so crazy.
Forza Motorsport relaunches October 10th. They haven't made a Forza Motorsport for a while because of the last two Horizon games that come out. So that'll be an exciting one. We'll see how it rivals Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 was good. It wasn't the best one, so Forza could definitely take the crown there. Persona Tactica, November 25th, just a tactics version of Persona 5. We've got, finally, years later, a Cyberpunk 2077 expansion called Phantom Liberty. That drops September 26th. I'm not going to play that, but somebody out there may. I don't think I ever really need to go back to Cyberpunk.
I still feel bad. That was a good game. Everyone just beat the shit out of it, and then I'll come back to this later. But yeah, So
It was a decent game.
I don't think it deserved as much hate as it got.
It didn't, but we also didn't play that game on an Xbox One or a PS4 or a lower end PC. We played it on a PS5 and a Series X. So we have no. The real problem with those games was that they released it on those old consoles and then
should have just that's true.
It should have been a next gen game. So I have no interest in that, but it is cool that they're still keeping that game going and are able to. And then finally, a new version of the Series S launches at $350, and that's a 1 terabyte model. That launches September 1st.
Yeah,
and there were a ton of other announcements, but these were the main ones that I saw from the Xbox showcase. There are a few more that I will talk about, though.
So one thing, there was one game on there. I can't remember the name of it, but I saw it, and it was like a beat 'em up. And it had some crazy cel-shaded looking graphics, and it looked freaking awesome.
Whoa, I have not had this monster before.
I haven't either. It was part of that pack.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
That is...
Quick taste test. Monster Unleashed.
That's wild, man.
Monster Ultra Paradise.
It just has a lot of flavor. It just caught me off guard.
That's amazing, and you will hate it.
No, I don't hate it.
I get
It's
an apple vibe. Woo, that's sour.
It's definitely like the fucking sour apple ghost that you gave me or whatever.
Fuck yeah, I'm glad that's in there.
All right, so Xbox Showcase was pretty good. Yeah, and I didn't put it on here because I didn't watch it. But after the Xbox Showcase, because everybody was just up in arms. It's like, where's Starfield? Where's Starfield? Well, we got a Starfield Direct. We got a huge... I think they still did a Starfield like thing in here. But we got a huge Starfield showcase. And, let's...
Sup, bitches? 3 is amazing, though. It deserved every bit of the hate. It was a shit show. Even on a top-spec PC, it was trash. Got better, but man.
What are we talking? Are we talking about...
I think...
Cyberpunk? Fallout 3.
Fallout 3, probably, yeah. And then, sorry. I didn't see that. We had the chat covered for a sec, like a bunch of noobs.
Fallout 4 was pretty trash when it launched, but...
No. He's talking about Cyberpunk. The trash.
Well, Fallout 4 was pretty bad when it launched, too.
Fallout 4 is fine.
No, it was bad when it launched.
Fallout 4 was great.
It was
my game of the year.
It was great. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It was really bad when it launched on PC. The game, but I don't play on PC, so I don't have those problems.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
So, before this show started, I did not get a chance to watch the Starfield showcase that they did. They dedicated a 45-minute show to Starfield. And literally about a year ago, I said when they debuted that game at the last big Xbox showcase, I said that game was going to be game of the decade. They gave us maybe, like 5 or 10 minutes of it last year. And it fucking blew me away because it looked like No Man's Sky, but just...
Without the lie.
Without the lie. They kept it large enough to where it still blows your fucking mind at how big and massive of a game that can be. But they do what Bethesda does and make so many things still interesting and still explorable, unlike No Man's Sky. So now, after I made that comment, we get a 45-minute showcase about it. And it really goes in depth on the gameplay, the character building, the ship building, the base, like the outpost building, the story. And thank you. Yeah. Big fan outside the window right now.
We got another one.
Huge fan.
Wave. Hey, what's up?
We'll sign later. Yeah, no problem.
Well.
So, Mark.
Yes, sir.
I'm a big fan of this game, and this showcase did nothing more than get me excited about it.
Yeah, Dylan told me, you need to make sure you watch this. And I wanted to make sure I watched everything, the showcase and everything. I wanted to make sure I watched definitely the Starfield part before we did the show. And when you got here, I'm like, you need to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
You need to watch it. So Matt watched it, and I'm like, Dylan told me, he's like, I'm gonna agree with Matt. I think this is gonna be the game of the decade. And I'm like, what? And then I watched it, and I'm like, I agree with Matt. I think this is gonna be the game of the decade. It looks so good. They just kept going with more and more and more cool shit that you can do in this game. Like, the combat looks insane. It looks awesome, over the top. Like being able to go to all these different planets. It's just mind blowing how big this game is. The ship creation, the ship building.
The shipbuilding looks so good. You can do whether you want a fast fighter style ship, you want a giant space freighter to haul cargo and smuggle goods, or you want something in between. You can customize that ship however you want it, and you can get down to the nitty gritty details of like how many like rooms you have for people, the kitchen space, the cargo space, the jet size, the weapons you have. It's insane.
And then there's the like your base that you can also build. That's where I'm a little weird about, because I hated that part in Fallout 4. I hated the crafting, the building of like buildings in your towns and everything. I didn't like that part.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because I think because I was not a huge fan of the weapon building, the outpost building in Fallout 4.
Yeah,
but the one thing that they do in this game that I think is going to make that so much better, especially with the outpost and the shipbuilding, they let you go to a separate creation screen for it, where you can really, instead of walking around and placing things in a way that you're not happy with, you get to zoom out. So for the outposts, you get to zoom out to a bird's eye and lay those out exactly how you want them to be. And it's the same with the shipbuilding. You go into like a shipbuilding program and you can fucking lay out exactly where the chambers, the cockpit, the mag drive, all of your like weapons and stuff are.
I think they learned from their mistake.
Yeah, they had a good idea with that, and they have just made it seemingly so much better.
Yeah. The character creation looks insane, how much in depth you can do, but it seems like they said that they didn't want to make it to the point where it was like overwhelming. So it's like it's an easier character creation, but it's still super in depth. That sounds sweet to me. That just like the stuff, like the different tiers, the different character perks that you can have.
That was another thing that stood out, because every game that they've done, it's like, say you want your lock picking up to the best level, you have to keep putting your skill into that. And it seems like in this game, you just unlock a certain skill, and the more you use it the proper way, the more you level that up, which is how that should be. You should unlock it, and then if I pick 50 locks, I should now have the knowledge to move on to the next rank of a lock picker. I shouldn't have to fucking waste another skill point to level that stat up.
Right, but they do still have skill points and everything, and then there's negative effects too. So like if you pick it where like you have something real high here, you might get boned on something else. So it just, it's like a character flaw in D&D, So it's the way they're building the game just looks incredible. The gunplay looks awesome. I'm very, very excited about this game.
And the biggest draw for me now, because of how Bethesda has made their games for the last decade plus, the one thing I hated the most about Fallout 4 was the dialogue. It went to like that kind of Mass Effect style, which works in that sense, but I just don't think it worked that great for Fallout, and it was probably just because of the way I was used to those games. And instead, it doesn't seem like you have a narrated and protagonist. You get to choose how you respond to these, and there's multiple responses based on the skills and traits that you picked. It's not like good, bad, neutral, questionable. It's like you just get to fucking answer how you want to answer. You don't have to pick between 4 different, very specific versions of an answer.
Yeah, it looks cool. One thing I am scared about now.
No, is this the thing you're scared about?
I was going to mention to you, and we just talked about Cyberpunk. It's this game, before Cyberpunk came out, this is how we thought about Cyberpunk. Everyone thought Cyberpunk was going to be the game that of the decade that just blew everybody away. And that's how we feel about this game now. And that freaks me out. I don't want it to cyberpunk it. And yes, Jeff mentioned earlier, every Bethesda game is a bug fest. So I think people are expecting that.
Yeah, absolutely. You just go into these games expecting it. You know what this game has that Cyberpunk did not have, though? Very evident gameplay to back it up. Okay. There is clear and present gameplay that was probably captured on. It may have been captured on a high-end PC. They may have even went the smart route of capturing that on a Series X. But that was gameplay. That was not like some CG ass stuff in there. That was absolutely gameplay that they were capturing. So if they're going to do a 45-minute showcase on all these different things that you can do and have gameplay that runs that smooth, yeah, there's going to be some bugs. There's like over 1,000 planets to explore. Of course you're going to run into bugs. There's never going to be a time where this game does not have bugs. But at least we don't have to go into this knowing that, like, thinking that we're going to have some type of gameplay and then getting another one. We know what we're getting into for the most part. Now it's just, what's the story going to be? What are these traits going to be? What are these weapons going to be like? But we know it's a Bethesda game, and we know what we're getting into.
The part on the documentary or whatever it was, the showcase, when he's like, you can like bring a super fan on, and like he's all pumped and just be like, and then if you get tired of him, you can always just end it, and I'll leave that up to you. And the guy's just got his gun aimed right in the back of his head.
That's so perfect.
Because he was annoying me just in that thing.
Yeah, that's like, wow, that's absolutely never something I'm gonna choose.
Let's see here. We got Lost Joystick Network said Fallout 4 was fine when it came out. Fallout 76 was fucked at launch, and yes, it was totally messed up at launch. I've been thinking about giving Fallout 76 another chance for like the 5th time, and I might do that. I don't know though.
I
think just watching Starfield, I want to be like, I want to play a Bethesda game now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure 76 is amazing. It's gonna be it's the same thing that happened with Elder Scrolls when that thing launched. That thing was a pile of shit when it launched. Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh yeah.
It was a fucking nightmare. That game had like 3 or 4 out of 10s.
Yeah,
I'm sure that
they kept going with it, and they've added more.
Like 20 fucking expansions now.
Remember when it was a pay monthly thing?
Yeah, it was you had to buy the game and you had to pay monthly.
Yeah,
and then they were like, "Well, this is a horrible idea." Clearly, people don't want to pay that much money to play this fucking game that sucks. So they got rid of the monthly thing. And eventually, the game is so fucking cheap physical. It's like $2 physical. It's probably just free at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
But Bethesda, if they release a not great game, it usually comes back to being at least a decent game. The exception to that is like Wolfenstein, the twin fucking daughters edition that just is the worst thing ever.
Do you have more news?
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I do have some. I have this. We were talking about the Xbox showcase, but there's a whole game showcase as well.
Oh, and Starfield comes out September 6th.
I can't believe that game's coming out so soon. And there's a dope fucking special edition.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's such a cool special.
Get the watch.
There's a fucking fancy watch edition, and it's not as dumb looking as the Pip-Boy, which I absolutely bought. And the fucking watch looks amazing, and I'm gonna buy it.
So here's the thing. I want to talk on this before you get into the other media news. Mortal Kombat 1 had a gameplay trailer.
Yes, it did.
They did. They put it out, and it is fucking incredible. It looks so fun. It looks awesome. I'm so happy I pre-ordered the super expensive Ultra Edition.
It's going to be a good game.
The Jean-Claude Van Damme edition. I'm pumped. I'm so excited for that game. So I just wanted to say that.
I was listening to some interviews with Ed Boon, who's one of the lead producers on that game, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be an awesome story, too, just like 11. And it's on they moved it. So if you didn't know, that game is now on the new Unreal Engine. So it's going to be wildly different from the last one.
Isn't that what Jason always says? Just looks like 11 to me.
Yeah, well,
It
11
won't.
was on Unreal 3, and they moved Mortal Kombat 1 to Unreal 4. So it's going to be a completely different game now. It's on a completely new engine.
Yeah, boy.
So the other announcements from the Summer Games showcase, there was a ton of them, but these are the big ones. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has finally gotten a fucking trailer. The second part to Final Fantasy VII that came out years ago at this point.
5 years, 4 years now?
I don't know why people are allowing that to happen, and people are going to buy that game like crazy. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out sometime in 2024. Though they didn't do it in the PlayStation Showcase, Spider-Man 2 got a release date of October 20th of this year. We have a new Prince of Persia game coming out, and this is a 2D side-scroller.
Nice. That's what that game should be.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, comes out January 18th of 2024. We have a 3D, 2D Sonic coming out, kind of like a sequel to Sonic Mania almost, a little different, but
Sonic Generations was
it's
the one that split between the two.
yeah, so this is like a Sonic Generation
That
style.
game was awesome.
So Sonic Superstars releases fall, and I don't know why I wrote like 43 on there. I have no-
43 comes out.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure. So, yeah, I'm absolutely going to buy that and play it. Star Trek Infinite comes out June 16th. That's like a tactical Star Trek game that I did not watch.
I'm
yeah.
not a tactical person, but Star Trek's cool.
I'm not a Star Trek person, but I'm not going to play that game. I'm just not going to play that game. So, for all of you tactics guys that like Star Trek, that's all you. The Twisted Metal Peacock TV show comes out on Peacock July 27th.
You know who plays Sweet Tooth?
Yeah, it's Dan Aykroyd or Will Arnett. Who is it?
Samoa Joe.
Sweet? No, it's not.
Yeah,
Sweet Tooth?
The clown?
Who? Somebody plays.
Oh, yeah, it's Samoa Joe. Ring of Honor champion.
I think it's Will Arnett plays somebody in there.
No, he's
or-
Batman. Lego Batman.
There's another. It's like It's not Dan Aykroyd. I think it is Will Arnett. But yeah, there is another popular person that plays a character in there.
Yeah.
It's not Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Lies of P, which is like a Bloodborne style game, comes out September 19th. That game looks awesome. They debuted the teaser of The Witcher Season 3, which is the last one with Henry Cavill and the last one I'm going to care to watch. And then finally, a weird one, a very strange game that is probably going to be bad, but it's from one of my favorite directors ever. John Carpenter is making a game called Toxic Commando, and it's an FPS game.
Oh, fuck yeah.
John Carpenter did like They Live and all that type of stuff.
Toxic Commando's sweet.
Yeah, so he's doing that. It's a FPS game. I'm sure it's going to be bad, but we need to check it out.
Yeah.
So that's the news for this last week and a half.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of
stuff. Exciting summer. We got exciting couple of years of games coming out.
I mean, man, you think about the games that have come out this year already.
Mm-hmm.
We've got fucking Diablo 4, which is
Hogwarts.
We've got God of War Ragnarok, or maybe that came out. I guess that came out last year. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Star Wars,
Jedi, whatever the fuck. Fallen Order Part 2. I can't think of Jedi Survivor. We have Starfield, and then just tons more to go.
It's going to be a good year for gaming.
It's going to be a bad year for the wallet, though.
Yeah. Yep.
That's okay.
So what we got? We went going some fat dudes?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry.
Yeah, we've been talking.
Yeah. If you'd like to munch and to crunch and like eating out a bunch for your gastro-servitude, sit back for the feud with gentlemen so crude is that dude's face fucking food.
Alrighty.
I'm going to leave this topic to you. I don't have too much to...
yeah, you've been on the diet. That's right.
No, I've been
zero.
I've been a fat fuck, but I just... It's nothing.
It's embarrassing.
Nothing to talk about that's special.
You're just like Burger King, McDonald's.
No, it's not even that.
Taco
Like
Bell.
I've been cooking at home and stuff, but it's
Good for you.
it's not like that exciting.
Okay.
It's good food. It's just not like, well, it's fucking a quarter pounder quadruple edition.
All right,
something
so
like that.
I got them.
But I did try one thing that you got to try before I came here. The Spider-Verse Sundae from Burger King. So if you buy the Spider-Verse Sundae with like the Burger King app, you get $5 off a Spider-Man Spider-Verse coupon for the movies, which I'm not going to use because I already saw the fucking movie.
That's
But
cool.
it was a good deal on the meal. So the Spider-Verse Sundae is just vanilla ice cream with like chocolate pop rocks. They were the weirdest thing that I've had on a sundae, but they were really good.
Nice. Yeah, I had a bite. It was good.
I give that sundae a 7.7 out of 10. It was
Pretty good for a Sunday.
It
Yeah.
was a damn good sundae from a Burger King joint.
Nice.
Mark, why don't you tell me about the food you've been eating?
Oh, I've had a couple things this week, and they've been magical. Shout out to Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex Grill. It's connected to the City Market there, right by Crazy Quarters Arcade. You come to Crazy Quarters Arcade, you're feeling hungry, boom, you can just walk right in there, get yourself some Tex-Mex, get yourself some amazing Mexican food, and eat it right there at the arcade. It's freaking awesome. Well, anyway, I've been literally just eating there all the time. I'm going to lose my 6-pack that I've worked so hard on getting. These washboard abs are going to slowly fade away because I just keep eating more Tex-Mex.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been having a lot of the tacos, and I've had the brisket taco, and the brisket's incredible there. And I love the brisket taco. Well, they had this meal where it was two burritos in the dinner. And I'm like, hey, can you do that with brisket? And he's like, and shout out to Mondo. He's like, yeah, man, we got brisket. And I'm like, let's do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. The brisket burrito was so amazing. It was incredible. Every bite was just, oh, I said that I wanted to marry it. I liked it so much, I wanted to marry it. It was incredible. The brisket burrito from Tex-Mex, definitely get it if you get a chance. Well worth it. Let's see. We went out to breakfast at one place. Liz and I, we went to breakfast Sunday morning, and we went to Lasco's.
Yeah, Lasco's.
And yeah, we went to Lasco's, and holy crap, it was busy. But we swung by Bob Evans, and Bob Evans was slammed. And I'm like, nah, we're waiting for a place. Might as well wait for someone, pretty good. I don't know. Lasco's didn't look as bad. It was still a decent wait. It wasn't crazy. And of course, Liz got her signature pancakes. She's always getting pancakes. And I got the mushroom Swiss omelet.
That just doesn't sound good to me.
It was amazing.
Yeah, Swiss
Here's
just
my
doesn't
thing.
sound good in an omelet, though.
It was great. It was great. Here's the thing, though. Lasco's, remember I said like corned beef was like straight out the can?
Yeah.
Mushrooms, same way.
That's how, really, you can't.
Straight out the can, mushrooms.
That's pathetic that you buy mushrooms in a can. They're literally so cheap at a store.
But hey, it was good. The cheese was great on it, and the omelet tasted amazing. I thought I was gonna have to like shit on this thing because I saw it was canned mushrooms, and I'm like, I ate it, and I'm like, that's fucking incredible. The hash browns were awesome too, and they just gave me a truckload of hash browns. Any place that gives me a truckload of hash browns automatically gets a pretty good review.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give that mushroom Swiss omelet 8.3 out of 10.
That's a pretty fucking good omelet.
Yeah. So I was all for it. Great. I loved every second of it. And now I want to go from here into the new segment.
Okay. That sounds
Because every time you order at Tex-Mex, they ask if you want hot sauce, sour cream, or salsa.
Okay, so though I do not have a sound effect or anything for this,
So here's the thing. There's another podcast, and they're a group of friends of ours, and both of them have been on this show as guests.
and one of them used to edit our show a long time ago at this point. In the early stages of this show, he was our producer. Their podcast, if you want to listen to it, it is on Spotify, and I don't know if it's on the other platforms. I'm sure it is. It is Wide a Range of Conversation.
And they're great.
It's with Ricky and Eric, and it's
They're hilarious.
they're just shooting the shit and having a fucking good time doing it, and it is very, very funny.
So I was working on a pinball machine. outside or whatever, and I was listening to their show, and I was cracking up, and they honestly have been doing a really good job. They have like 3 episodes now, so it's a brand new podcast. If you guys want to check it out, highly recommend it. However, we have a track record here at the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast of a lot of other shows stealing our ideas. Copying completely segments, stealing our ideas, all that stuff. It just happens. I mean, it's
because obviously our entire show is original. We've never taken inspiration or ideas from any other podcast or platform out there.
So correct.
This is all our own brains.
And to be fair, imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Yeah.
So, and we're honored by a lot of people stealing our ideas. So
shout out to Tone.
So shout out to Tone. What up? Oh shit!
There, I did it.
Shout out to what's the name? Banter and Babble. What's up, man?
I did it. I did it for you.
We'll do you guys can use this one too for your next show.
Yeah, we'll deal with
Banter and Babble. This one's for you. Tone and I are cool. We saw each other. We finally met.
He's a cool. I love Tone. He's actually a very cool guy.
I was like, hey man, how's my show doing? I mean, your show. But, yeah. So we're gonna steal an idea from Eric and Ricky's show,
and
what's it called again?
It's definitely the least offensive thing in the world in this regard, but it's like the most offensive thing that you could do on a show.
Yeah.
If it wasn't in this specific scenario.
So they do a segment called Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
Starting good right now.
Yep. Fuck, Marry, Kill, Matt. And we're going to do it with taco extras. Fuck, marry, kill. Hot sauce, sour cream, salsa. Fuck, marry, kill. Which one do you do? And chat, I want to see what you say. I want to know what you would do. Fuck, marry, kill. Hot sauce, sour cream, or salsa.
Okay. So
light it up, chat. Let's see.
So the kill for me is easy on this one. I think the kill is easy. Yeah, kill is easy for me. I don't know if it is as easy for everybody else. The one you kill out of here, because
you're going to go straight for the kill.
It's completely... Yeah, I'm leaving the fuck for last.
Oh, I'm leaving the fuck for first. No.
You're going fuck first? Fuck is the best one. I mean, that's like... Right? I don't know. And now I've buried
I mean,
myself.
isn't married supposed to be the best one, man? Just to spend the rest of your life.
But it's in the middle.
I mean, but you don't want to spend the rest of your life with someone you can't... Like, that doesn't fuck.
So you're already fucking what you marry, so...
I mean, you are fucking when you marry.
So
this is like a psychological breakdown in my head. These 3. Either way, you're doing it to a taco condiment.
I don't like this already.
So fuck, marry, kill.
I'm. You know what?
Hot sauce, sour cream, salsa.
The one, yeah. I'm gonna go with. This completely changes everything. The way I'm thinking about this now. So Mary is the one that I can live with for the rest of my life. That I think is just always going to be there for me and is never really going to harm me. Kill is just, I'm getting that fucker out of there. And fuck, it's a good time, but it's a short live. So kill for me, because you got to get it out of there right away. Salsa.
Salsa?
Just kill salsa. Fuck salsa.
Right,
not fuck salsa. Salsa does not need, salsa is not necessary on a taco.
So salsa's not getting fucked, it's getting killed.
Salsa is getting killed for me.
So my kill, also salsa.
Yeah, fuck. Get the fuck out of here,
There's
salsa.
so many times I asked, I just never even opened the container. I'm not a chip guy.
And another person in the chat kills salsa.
Also, Andy Harrington says, pretty confident your podcast didn't invent fuck, marry, kill or theirs. Okay, Andy. Take it down the notch, man. We get it. Reliterated's awesome and all, man.
Yeah.
We love you still, man. Okay.
Give a shit and read some lit, you stupid fucks. Who am I going to marry here? Who is going to hurt me the least and be there for me the most?
You're going to... Okay, so you're doing Mary?
I'm doing Mary. I'm going to marry sour cream.
Motherfucker.
She's always there for me. She's never really going to hurt me. I mean, the more and more I put of her on the taco, it's probably going to do some damage down the road. But I get to choose how much I marry that thing with each taco. So I'm marrying the sour cream.
Fuck you, dude. All right. So yeah, it's a hard day at work. You come home and some things are wild and spicy, out there, but you can't trust some of that spice sometimes. It can just be wild and crazy, but you can always depend on that cold, dependable sour cream, and that's why I also choose sour cream as who I would marry.
You got to marry it, and then obviously,
a wife. It's gonna be kind of sour every now and then.
Marry it. You know what?
That's what you got to deal with the attitude sometimes.
But maybe it could be because sour cream is such a necessary ingredient for me that there would be no other place than to marry that thing because it's such a good addition to every Mexican dish. So, of course, you marry sour cream.
Sour cream's getting married.
And I am fucking the shit out of hot sauce.
We are going to full hot sauce for sure. Fucking gangbang on that hot sauce. Yeah, dog.
So, the problem with hot sauce is you don't always want to do it. Sometimes you just can't do it. And it really depends on the hot sauce that's available. Mm-hmm. I'm really not doing myself any favors with this segment.
No, man.
I'm meaning this strictly on hot sauce and not.
No, you want to fuck hot sauce, but because it's good. It's gonna make the moment awesome. Next morning, it might be a little rough. You might wake up. It might hurt your stomach a bit. You might have a lot of regrets. Maybe I shouldn't have fucked that hot sauce. It might, or maybe I shouldn't have ate that hot sauce in this instance.
I never recommend you fuck hot sauce.
So I asked Liz this question, and she goes, "Oh, dude, she just walked by and took a picture of us."
That is strange.
She did.
Did she really?
Yeah. She just walked by with her camera phone out, took a picture real quick.
And we do look very strange right now.
She's probably like, "Who keeps talking about fucking hot sauce?"
Yeah.
That is weird.
I need to watch that show.
Well, we might get swatted soon.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I asked Liz about this, and she was like, "What? That's really strange." And she explained it as if, not like us. She explained it like as if we actually had sex with these condiments. She's like, "Well, hot sauce would sting for sure, and sour cream would probably be too cold." So,
okay. That's a different way to look at it.
I'm like, what? I didn't take it that way. No.
So let's go over the chat's reactions to this. So Lost Joystick Network, who just hit their 50th episode. Shout out to them.
Good job, guys. Way to go.
Yeah, that's a lot of episodes. So they are going to kill salsa. They're going to fuck the sour cream. And they're going to marry the hot sauce. Andy says he is going to marry the hot sauce. He's going to fuck that sour cream. And he's killing the salsa. He is from Reliterated.
A Reliterated podcast. You guys like books, old books from the 90s? That's their show.
Give a shit. Read some lit. And last but not least, Dom. Gun to my head. I'm going to fuck that hot sauce.
Yep.
I'm going to marry that salsa. And I'm going to kill the sour cream.
He does bring up a point. Marry salsa. There's so many varieties. And that's what I think Liz was saying, too, that there's a lot of stuff in salsa. You get quite a bit of selection.
But salsa is completely unnecessary on a taco. Yeah. That is the most unnecessary condiment.
Yeah.
The other two fit in with a taco so perfect. Salsa's like an extra level. That's a bougie taco. Yeah, that's like a Qdoba.
It's going to be a runny taco, too. This thing's going to be a fucking mess. I don't care about it. We're face fucking it,
Even if it's chunky salsa, it's still got some juices. Mm-hmm. And it's running. You like sour cream because it's fat and white. I like sour cream because it tastes good.
All right, so now I'm going to bring the mood down. I got a little recap here of last week. As you all know, last week was Scorpion Week.
I gotta go. I gotta run to the bathroom super quick. I'm sorry. I'm doing it.
All this hot sauce talk.
I know. It's all this fucking sour cream talk. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right.
Do you need a break?
No, I don't need a break.
I'm
fucking live right now. There's no breaks when you're live. What is this? What do you got?
I always have to.
Oh, now Kamen Rider fell.
I always have to entertain.
Fuck the whole show up.
I don't care. So bad.
That's like me when I used to drink. I used to drink, I had to do that. I'd take 4 breaks. Of course, I drink like a champ. I'd be on tall boy number 4 by now. How's everyone doing? This is going to be a break point here for the audio listeners. This is an exclusive viewer-only part. How is salsa bougie? Dom says, how is salsa bougie? Yeah, you do bring up a good point. That's probably like the least bougiest thing there is. Oh, man. Jeff got me pickled salsa. That was good. Yeah, man. That was some good salsa. You ever get salsa with like corn in it? I'm for it. I think it's okay. I like it. Yeah. Just waiting for Matt to come back. In Garth mode right now. Oh, man. You guys are going to like this part of the show, though. I think. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Matt, hurry up. Thank God. I'm so scared.
You had to do the show alone. You never have to do that anymore.
And he said sing. Sing. Excuse me, I'm done the show by myself.
Oh, yeah, you have.
The Mark Show. Highest rated episode ever.
Man, I had to pee so bad. Holy cow.
That's what happens when you
Drink those monsters.
All right.
He's not coming back.
Yeah.
How is salsa bougie?
Yeah.
I think salsa is a bougie condiment because it's not. I consider a bougie condiment as something that's like an extra thing that would not normally be on something.
Okay.
Like fried onion straws. That's a bougie burger condiment.
It's not very bougie for green bean casserole.
Well, we're not talking about green bean casserole, are we?
Green bean.
Green bean.
Okay. So
what are you doing?
Come back into here. All right. So, Matt, I actually have a recap from last week. As you know, last week was Scorpion Week. We had Martin here. He had a blast. Trooper, shout out to Martin. He ate the scorpions. We had some scorpions. We ate some. And let me tell you about the next morning when the scorpion was in my belly.
Yeah.
So he was clawing away in my insides. And if you know, I was like, I had to take Reed to school that morning. So I was up and early. And I'm like, oh, that hurts. And I'm like, I don't have to go to the bathroom. Nope, we're good. I'm like, all right, kid, let's go. We got to get you to school. Take him to school. And then about 5 minutes away from my house coming back, that scorpion just started stinging the fuck out of my insides, clawing up, fucking ripping me to shreds. And I was like, oh God. I had to poop.
Did you shit your pants?
No, I did not.
Wow.
So I ran into the house.
That's usually like your go-to. Like, you could be like 10 steps away from a bathroom, and I still think you would choose to shit your pants.
No.
For some reason, you just like doing it.
I don't like to shit my pants. I don't think anyone likes to shit their pants.
I think you do like it because you've talked about it frequently.
Nah, not me, bro. Not me. That ain't me. So, I'm walking into the house, and I am just clenching. I'm clenching, doing the fucking crazy walk. I'm like, oh God. I'm like reaching for my keys. I'm like, what? I left the house for 5 fucking seconds. Why did I fucking lock the door? Oh God. And I fucking open it, and I had my belt on and everything. And like, it was like fucking, I had to get in there. I grabbed in it, and I just dropped trow as fast as I can. You know when it's like a one fluid motion of drop pants as you sit?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a drop pants as I sat my ass on the toilet and just exploded. I didn't realize my keys were in my pocket and my lanyard went under my cheek and I shit all over my lanyard.
It's just not a good look. So that's how the lanyard lost its life.
Yep. Yeah, it was an awesome Detroit Lions lanyard.
Oh, yeah.
It was all nice, and they shit all over the Detroit Lions. And now it's
You put them in your back pocket, you psychopath.
I put it in my front pocket.
Man,
it was a quick
that
fucking
was
drop
a
trout.
quick drop trout.
Quick drop trout.
Momentum
So yeah, I
on that
shit all
thing.
over that thing, and it sucks. So don't eat scorpions, I guess.
I did not feel too horrible the day after.
No,
No, but that scorpion was really gross.
it was
that we ate.
Yeah,
It tasted like rotten.
sunflower seed.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe
Yeah.
it. Just rotten food.
Yeah, but I definitely shit on my lanyard, and that sucks. So now
Shit all over that land.
Now it's Pokemon lanyard.
Well, let's talk about some food that hopefully won't make you shit all over your next lanyard.
I'm sorry, everyone had to know about the outcome of the scorpions.
We have a limited edition Kit Kat.
Taste test now after that.
Taste test. Shit on your lanyard. Shit on your landlord. Do what you want.
I'm not shitting on my landlord. I have a great landlord. He's
We
awesome.
have the Kit Kat Churro edition. I don't know why this is limited edition, but it is, and we're going to try it today. And then we have a couple soda pops to try.
All right, here we go. Kit Kat Churro.
I don't remember when I bought those sodas.
I don't know. Are they from Canada?
They might be. I think they are.
They got maple leaves on them.
Yeah, they are Canadian. Wow.
Here we go. Give it a break. Break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, that was a good snap.
Yeah.
So
All right.
churro, huh?
Churro. These are actually Liz's, so I can't eat them all. All right. These are so much better than the original Kit Kat. For me, at least. Wow.
Those are fantastic.
They're so good.
I don't think I would want more than like 2 of these little snack guys, though.
I want the whole bag.
Yeah, those are really good.
Holy shit.
You know what they taste
I
like?
don't even like Kit Kats usually.
You know what they taste like? Like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I was just going to say that.
We've done a lot of these taste tests together,
Mhm.
clearly.
Oh my God.
That's like what you want Cinnamon Toast Crunch candy bar to taste like.
Man, this is so good. Reed. Shit. Reed.
Yo, Reed!
Reedy.
We do need a Reed.
He's going to love this.
He's got his headphones on.
Hey. Come in here and do taste test real quick. You're going to love it.
We got spiders this time.
Come on. You're going to love it, dude. We don't really have...
No, it's Kit Kat. It's actually really good.
You're going to love this one. It tastes just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You...
Why is it on fire in here?
What?
Why is it on fire in here?
On
always-
fire?
It's always hot in here.
Because we have lights going and stuff like that.
You should have... Last week, it was disgusting in here.
Last week it had to have been almost 85 degrees in here. This week it's nice and comfy.
Here you go. Kit Kat Churro. Get up. Stand up.
Get on cam, dog. Oh my God, Kamen Rider took a hit.
Reed, get in. More, move over more. All right. All right. Try it out. Kit Kat Churro. What do you think? Speaking of the mic. Crunching this. Oh, man.
He ate the whole thing. Can't be too bad.
Yeah. All right, buddy. What do you think? Good. That's what you're going to say. Reed.
Hello.
So give me a sec to eat. Fucker. All right, what do you do? What do you think of it?
A 6.
A 6?
Wow, that's so low for what I thought it would
Really?
be.
You
Bye, Reed.
want to try these pops? No? You're just out of it tonight. Okay. We got a new
Nah,
we got an Xbox. He's done.
yeah, he's a busy guy.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
fuck, Reed.
Just slam that door.
A 6 out of 10. No way.
Man,
I'm
that's
going.
bullshit.
If I'm going off Kit Kat level, that's almost a 10. But
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give this a 9.5. Fuck it. Here, I'll break this one in half.
I'll go.
And throw it on the
Thanks.
floor.
Awesome. Sick. Definitely want that one.
I'll have that one.
I'm gonna go 8.7. It's not in the nines, but it's really good.
What did I say? 9.5 or is
Yeah, 9.5. If it's a Kit Kat, it's fucking 10. But going off of the candy bars we've had before, yeah, 8.7. That's really fucking good.
Nope. I'm going 9.3. Maybe.
It became a Browns lanyard. That's a fucking great Kit Kat. That should never go away.
Andy, you're so correct. Good job.
Andy's this funny guy.
Yeah, he's so cool. He should do a podcast about books.
Okay, so that's one chunk of the taste test done. Now we have things that are absolutely going to disappoint us after that. So, Mark, what do we have to test out here?
I don't know if we need a bottle opener for this.
I don't think so.
This is the Pop Shop Lime Ricky.
Let's do the other one first.
Since 1969. Look at the November 22nd.
I can't see it.
Oh, dude, Invisible Soda!
Oh, shit, we're not drinking anything. Let's do the pink one, because this is going to taste better.
Pop Shop. This is bubblegum. Bubblegum. Remember we had a...
I'm going to call my rating on this now. 3.7.
You're predicting a 3.7.
I'm predicting a 3. That's not going to sway my opinion, but
we
that's
did have
what
a
it's gonna be.
bazooka bubblegum pop. That didn't do very well. So, yeah, this is from Canada.
You know why? It's because bubblegum's fucking gross.
Because it's got it in French, too. Cane sugar. Sucre de canne. And bubblegum. How do you say bubblegum in French?
Gourmet.
Ooh, good. That was pretty good. It's gourmet balloon.
Gourmet balloon. Yeah, it's because they fucking swap stuff around. Bubble-galoom. Sounds like a...
Oh, it smells like bubblegum.
Wow.
Canadian bubblegum at that.
That's probably healthier bubblegum than what we have.
Here we go. I'm going to swig it and pass it to you.
Look at that fountain method on that, man. He acts like we didn't just share a spoon with ice cream earlier.
Didn't happen. Oh.
Not as good of a fountain technique. That is so much better than I thought it was going to be.
Really? You
Wow.
just spit it all over. I thought you didn't
I know,
like
and that's
it.
probably why I didn't. You should try that again. I want the...
I don't know. Did you spit it back in the bottle?
No, it went all over my beard. Perks of having a beard now. This thing's...
Oh, here. I don't need the bottle. I'll just lick it off your beard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. It tastes like Cheerio Kit Kat, too. Oh.
You just smell your beard real
And some
quick.
Burger King from earlier.
Yeah. Tastes like chicken fries. I don't know if those are chicken fries, though.
Okay. What are we doing? We're just drinking
Try
bubblegum
again.
again?
I want... Because I need another shot at that. I think this so supersedes the number that I set earlier. That's so much better than I thought it was going to be. That's so much better.
I thought Bazooka was better. But it's
It's
not
still
bad.
it's still a bubblegum soda, but it's like a 5.3, dude. Like, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You hate bubblegum
I
flavor.
despise... I mean, that's almost a 15
immediately have a
for me.
stomach ache, so
Yeah.
definitely cane sugar.
Definitely real sugar because I feel like shit now.
All right, number...
I need a pop shop. You didn't give a number.
I'm
on
going to
that.
give it... I'll give it a what'd you give it, 5.5?
I gave 5.3.
I'll give it a 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still gross. Still kind of made me
Look
puke.
at how fucking.
I took a huge drink
Yeah,
in
but
the
look
first
at-
one, and it almost made me puke.
But look at how happy that guy is. I mean, that's the happiest
He is a
bubble
happy
gum.
little bubble gum.
Look at that happy bubble gum, dude. All right.
All right, this green lime invisible soda. So, lime Ricky. What's Ricky? This is Ricky.
Ricky, you got your own soda.
And he's got his own podcast. They're really good.
Have you guys had the Ghost Bubblicious Strawberry Energy Drink yet?
I
That
have.
stuff is good. I have not.
It was pretty good. You know, Ghost, can't go wrong with Ghost. All right, right. Lime Ricky. How do you think that's pronounced in French?
Ricky, Lime, Liam,
What?
Ricky, Liam.
Oh my God, close.
It's got to be like LIEM or something.
It's Leme Ricky.
Leme Ricky.
Well, it's just Ricky. It's still Ricky.
Yeah.
So it's Leme Ricky.
Leme Ricky. This has got a little ch over the E. A little ch over the E.
No.
Oh, Lemette. Lemette.
Lime Lamette Ricky.
Lemette Ricky.
All right, here we go. Lime Ricky. Oh, that smells. Get a whiff of that. That's awfully limey.
Oh, God.
I think that smells
I
good.
don't like lime.
You don't like anything.
Jason's.
You fucking
Jason,
don't like anything.
I don't
Jason's-
like cotton candy,
Jason-
bubblegum, lime.
I don't like the shitty things that fucking children
I
that
don't
are
like-
5 years old
I
like.
don't like scorpions. I don't like crickets. I don't like. All I like is brats. I like brats.
I like
That's it. And steak. And it's got to be cooked medium rare. Otherwise, it's gross.
Okay, sorry.
So
Lime Ricky.
people that like lime are fucked up.
That's how I learned to drink alcohol. Like
Like
beer.
lime-aritas.
Beer. Like I used to always drink vodka, just vodka alone. And then I drank Sparks and all the energy drink beers. And then I couldn't ever drink beer. I used to be grossed out by the taste of it. So that Bud Light Lime came out.
Lime-arita,
Yeah,
baby.
Bud Light Lime. And I used to drink that. And all my family was like, that's fucking gross. And for some reason, I could get over that taste and it got me drunk. So I would just like slam a ton of those. And then I signed a lifetime contract with Coors Light. Times got tough at times. I had to switch to Busch Light.
Busch Light's not bad.
Eventually, the Busch Light's so gross.
It's not that bad.
Once you drink Coors Light and you drink a Busch Light after it,
I don't think. I think sometimes Coors Light is really bad too.
nah, can't go wrong with
Got
the
its
Silver
moments.
Rockies. I'm retired now.
Try this fucking lime drink.
All right, sorry. I didn't take my meds. Oh, Lime Ricky. Here we go.
The lime Ricky soda.
It's so bad.
It tastes like fucking.
It's so bad.
That tastes like
Ugh.
pool water.
You know, I hate all things lime. Like I was just saying,
That tastes like pool water,
this
dog.
is so bad. We gotta do 2 sips because otherwise, bubblegum will get a fair advantage. Mm. Second taste wasn't as bad. Maybe we just had to wash out the bubblegum.
Yeah, but that's still gross.
I'm gonna give that a 4-5.
Yeah, I'm going 3-7 on that one.
Oh shit, yeah, Matt. Fuck yeah. He's mixing half the bubblegum with half the lime. Let's do this. Fuck yeah. Look at you. Ingenuity. This is fucking so disgusting.
That is a gross looking color.
Okay, does the camera pick that up at all? Oh, it does.
That's
kind of
not. That's not a good thing that the camera picks up that color.
Yep, it looks like. Oh shit! What are you doing, dog? Why would you stick that upside down?
That wasn't actually. That could have went far worse.
Yeah,
I had to mix it up. That only squirted a little bit.
it's fucking soda pop.
Yeah, but it only
You don't shake
squirted
soda pop up.
I had to mix it. I had to mix it some way.
Looks like Flint water. It does. Holy shit! Or just
That's just the
looks
water.
like pee from someone who hasn't drank water in like 4
Like
days.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
They've just been running on energy drinks.
Yeah, just nothing. The most dehydrated man's urine is what this looks like.
This is gonna be so.
So this is bubblegum lime.
So I gave 5, 3, and 5. We got 5, 3, and 5, 5 on bubblegum. I gave like 3, 7. What do you give on the lime there?
Gave lime a 4-5.
Okay, this can't be above a 3. There's no way. What if it's better though?
Okay.
Let's find out.
Ooh, that smell,
It looks like Bud Light lime.
dude. It does. Holy shit! It does look like Bud Light Lime. Fucking Lost Joystick Network coming through.
Ooh.
So the bubblegum smell completely overpowers the
Yeah.
lime.
The new,
I am so scared to do this.
new double
first.
bubble flavor.
I'm so scared that I have to drink this and hold my reaction until you finish it.
Here, I'll do it first.
Okay.
I'll
Thank
hang
you.
on to it.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Here we go. This is for you guys. Eating scorpions and now homeless piss.
Wow. That's a wild, wild experience.
For some reason, it tastes like ginger ale.
It's not bad.
It's honestly
Better
not-
than
they're
the
both of them by themselves. It is. It's better together. All right,
Wow.
one more sip.
Yeah. That's strange.
It's got a bad aftertaste, but I don't know. To me, it has like the beginning taste of a ginger ale, and then it goes back to.
It's
bubbly.
honestly not bad though.
It is better than both of them single.
Yeah, it's not like wildly better. This is a 5.9 for
Well,
me
okay.
now.
So what did we do? I gave four.
So
five.
on bubblegum, we gave
Yeah.
5.3 for me and a
Okay.
5.5 for you. On the lime, I gave it 3.7. You gave a 4.5.
Okay. I think
On this, I'm going 5.9.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.7. I don't think it's that much better. It just sneaks in the 2.2 better.
Yeah.
But that's shocking that it's better.
It's shocking that the bubblegum was not like a fucking 2.
Yeah. Just leave them there.
Okay. Well, that
Oh,
was a
that's
fun.
That was a fun taste test. Yeah.
Got so much random pop in my beard now.
Yeah. All right. So what's our next segment?
We got a little pinball update. We got some big news over at Crazy Quarters. We got some big news in the Arsenal Studio pinball area that's attached. So let's talk about it.
It's not pinball update. It's not pinball update. I have no snare in my headphones.
no snare.
I need my snare. Okie dokie. So we have pinball. You like pinball? We like pinball. Everyone likes pinball. So at Crazy Quarters Arcade, they got a new pinball machine, Iron Maiden Pro, and it is freaking awesome.
It's literally one of the best turns of
Yeah.
the modern era, I think. I think if it could be the best one of the modern era.
Honestly, shout out to so many people that we've been getting a lot of people coming in our Wednesday night 6:30 at Crazy Quarters is when we do our tournaments. If anyone wants to come, but we've been getting a lot of people coming to the tournaments. But most importantly is we've had a lot of people come in and practice like throughout the week. And shout out to Steph, Josie, Will, Matt Rose, Suze, Liz, Joe Wade, Stewie even came up and practiced. Dom was even there. Seriously, like the showstopper, the Hulk Hogan of the Bay City Pinball Machine even showed up for a rare appearance. Yeah, so Dom was there, and then the Martinez brothers. The list goes on. We've just been having so many people come in and practice. Jordan and Haley, like Jordan was there. And yeah, man, like a lot of people coming in to get better and also check out this Iron Maiden. And it's been fun watching everybody's scores start to improve as they learn the game.
I think the first time I played, I maybe put up, we'll just say the second time I played that, like the second game I ever had on that was up at Coin Slot. And I think I put on probably about 150 mil, which was, I mean, it was a crazy fucking game for up there. And especially at that time in my pinball life. But there's something about that pinball machine that just flows so good together. And it's such a good theme, and every shot is so much fun.
Guy Lore, Chris Lore, they were there. But yeah, man, Liz was playing it. My score sucks. It's only like 75 mil. And Liz was there. And all of a sudden, dude, she was just got in the zone. And she was just fucking going crazy. There's freaking multi-ball like crazy going. And she just destroyed my score. She got like almost 300 mil.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she's gotten really good. There's a lot of people that are coming in now practicing. They're getting way better. And like they are getting better, and I'm just staying kind of here and getting slightly worse. So I need to step up my game.
I think eventually you are going to have to pull away from virtual and focus more on legit pinball.
Fuck that.
I think it just hurts you. As a person that's played both of them and played
Look at
a
Ian.
lot of
Look at
virtual,
Ian. Ian plays virtual like
Ian's also insanely better than both of us at pinball
Ian has
in both variations.
Ian's like a virtual god.
yeah,
and he's
also a
like,
pinball.
master.
So I don't think we count that.
I think we
I
count
think
that.
he's an outlier.
I can be Ian.
No, you can't. Just accept the fact that that's not happening.
Great friend talk. Anyway,
I like to.
I'm not giving up on Verge, dog. It's a different, totally different game. The reason it's different is I can't nudge and slap save like I can in real life. So it's totally different. It's good to learn the rules. Virtual's fine. Stop. I get picked on enough for virtual.
I'm not picking on you. I'm telling you
You're
to
picking
get
on
to
me.
get up to that level, that next level.
I get it.
You just got to start hammering out the real pin.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll hammer out the real pin. I won't quit playing Verge.
No,
You
never-
just told me I got to quit playing Verge.
You just got to quit playing as much Verge. You can't play more Verge than regular.
Verge. So, anyway, so I got some new pinball machines in my house. It's pretty cool. Shout out to Jeff. He just gave me a pin that was in the flood in Midland, and it was just completely caked in mud. And he's like, "It's all yours, man. I don't want to fuck with it." And he's like, "But it should clean up good," because he cleaned up a spot. And he wasn't wrong. It took a lot of time and a lot of patience because there was mud caked on it. Under the mud, the playfield was preserved. So you just had to be very careful, go really slow, and I cleaned the playfield on it. I mean, I had to go real slow, get that mud off, and so that way, and then stop. Make sure you don't go too rough because you don't want to fuck up the paint or anything. And I got it, man. I got it. I waxed it, cleaned it, and waxed it. I took everything off. It's a huge project, Nitro Ground Shaker. So it's a huge project on it.
I mean,
But it's fun.
For people that don't realize what you did to that thing, it's kind of like you take like, I don't know, you take like an entirely gray canvas and you just kind of wash the gray off and you see the drawing underneath, the painting underneath. Like it literally was like,
Yeah.
you brought that, or you sent a picture of that, and I was like, that literally looks like somebody just made their own play field and it sat in the dust for years and years. Like it didn't look like there was anything to it. And then you sent the picture again and it's like, holy shit, there was like literally an entire fucking
Yeah.
art piece underneath that.
I was excited because I love the cosmetic work that it takes on pinball machines, and this was like the biggest project ever. And it was gonna I love taking the before and after pictures, and it shows. I made a post on Facebook, and it looks awesome. But now I have to move into the next world of soldering and electrical work, which I have some friends that might help me with that, but I might tinker with it myself. I just don't want to fuck everything up or get electrocuted. But I think it's going to be a lot better than what people think. I think that water really didn't get to some of the stuff. The switches look in real good shape, so that's cool. I got that, and then I've been in the process of talking to someone about picking up this pin that they had at their house, and they knew Amanda, and they said, "Oh yeah, if Mark wants to get it, they can come out." And I've been playing like back and forth. Finally, I asked Amanda, "Give me her number." So I got a hold of her and everything, and she's super cool. Her name's Barb, and she had this pin, and it's from 1950, and it's Georgia is the name of it. And this is a wood rail, so it's super old, and it's before the score reels even. So pretty much what that is there's lights that light up just behind numbers, and you have to do the math yourself pretty much. And it's cool as fuck. I got some work cut out for me on that one too. That one I have to be extra careful because that one won't just zap me a little and sting. That one could kill me if I.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll have to be a little careful on that one. Get a lot of help, advice, but I'm excited. It looks super cool. So yeah, man, I got 3 pins in my house now, and I might have some more on the way. But yeah, I don't have like the fancy new ones that all these super rich people have, but I'm living proof that you don't have to be a super rich dude to be into the hobby. You just have to really care about it and want to learn how to fix it and get some ones that are just completely caked in mud and put the work in.
And I don't think that owning new Sterns or I don't think owning new pinball machines really like does that much for your collection. Like It does, but there's something about the mid 60s to the late 80s era of pinball that's just like the old electromechanicals to like the newer are like is Evil Knievel technically a solid state?
They made it. That's actually the time frame.
That's like
of
when they
were
switched
jumping,
EM.
So they have both. There's an EM and a solid state.
So that era and then the early solid states and stuff like that, they're just so, that's such a perfect couple decades or few decades of pinball machines. And I think, I mean, I don't even need to think. I just know that that's my favorite era. There's something about those games that's just, you go play them and you just always have a blast playing them.
Yeah. So I'm excited to make those ones look all nice and pretty like Lady Luck. So we'll definitely see how it goes. Wait till I put some freaking LEDs in that 1950.
Baby. Ooh, baby.
I don't even-
like ruining a pinball machine.
Yeah. I don't think I can. Probably.
Maybe put some soft LEDs in there.
Nah, man. Fucking blazing blight.
Strobe lights, baby.
Yep. Put rainbow in there.
I want that shit to kill everybody that's got.
rainbow puke like
Yep, that's it.
like Bryn Star, no fear.
All right, let's do a little collector's corner here, Mark.
So I will talk about it in Film Freaks, but I have been into Kamen Rider lately, and this is some stuff I collect. Some of these Kamen Riders, like you get the little figurines, and a lot of people don't know what Kamen Rider is, which is a bummer, but I get it. It's a Japanese thing. Yeah, so I made this little model. It's Kamen Rider Zero, and they're super cool. This is ages 3 and up to make.
Damn.
So this was what the Japanese children make. This took me longer than it should have taken an American 3-year-old.
That's okay.
So, but yeah, he's cool as hell. But this guy is like one of my favorite Kamen Riders. This Kamen Rider 01. He is sweet looking, and he has his own manga. And I went to look up his, and I couldn't find it, only in Kindle version. So I ended up I saw this beast here. And this is based off the original Kamen Rider. Right here. Boom. So this is this. And look at this. This is...
That thing is
yeah.
large.
So it's a giant hardcover manga. And it is from, I want to say, the 1970 is when it was originally published. So it's cool. It's got some pictures that are lit.
That would make sense with
color.
it being the 50th anniversary. Probably from like 72 or 70,
Yeah.
like 71 or 73.
So it's super cool, man. And yeah, that's what I got from my collector's corner. Besides getting new pinball machines. So yeah, Kamen Rider, I just love it, man. It's super cool.
Well, let's segue into Film Freaks then, since
Yes, it's the Kamen Rider.
since maybe there's somehow a relation.
Somehow. Okay, that's good. Okay, so yeah, Shin Kamen Rider was in the movie theaters in Bay City, and it was one showing. That was it.
That's
So,
it.
Yeah, one time only, and I made sure and I went to it, and it was awesome. It was all in Japanese. I think I already talked about it, but yeah, that was cool. Anyway, the reason why this is sweet, this book, that movie, is pretty much takes after this. So yeah, I've been reading this manga, and it's totally based off of the stuff I saw in the movie theater. And that movie, though, Shin Kamen Rider, is fantastic. You guys, if it comes to Blu-ray or anything, or is on anything, you gotta watch it. It's fucking nuts. I didn't realize that movie was gonna be like, I thought, Kamen Rider, it's like Power Rangers, kind of,
Mhm.
And like in the opening scene, when he becomes Kamen Rider, like he doesn't understand his level of strength. So he sees this girl getting like messed with or something, and by this other guy, and he shows up, and he comes down there, and they're fighting a bunch of bad guys and a bunch of like thugs and stuff, and He goes down there and he just punches like fucking their arm off, and there's blood everywhere.
That's awesome.
And he's just like ripping their limbs off and just like exploding their head with punches and shit because he doesn't understand his limits yet on how strong he is. And it's just like, I was like, holy fuck it. What is this movie? What is Kamen Rider?
Is this Mortal Kombat 1 right now?
Dude, it was fucking cool as shit. Just blood everywhere. I had no idea what I was getting into. So yeah, Kamen Rider's sweet.
How ballistic would you go if Kamen Rider was a DLC character in MK1?
That'd be cool. That would be sweet. Or in Fortnite, that'd be sweet too.
Fuck that. Oh my god.
Fortnite everything.
They
baby.
have fucking everything. They don't need
Transformers
anything
now.
else.
Transformers.
God.
So there's a show. I'm tired of Netflix with this whole password bullshit. You guys are complaining about it, and I don't know what happened. I just got on it one night, and it was like, who are you? It was just like the way I read it. It was like,
Who am I?
who the fuck are you? Because, I mean, they must have had it at Amanda's house. They were using it. And then they're like, we don't know who you are. I'm like, I've been paying for this bill for all these years, and now you're going to tell me you don't know who I am? Well, I'll tell you who I am. The guy who's fucking canceling Netflix. So I did. I just canceled Netflix. I'm just like, I'm over it.
Yep.
I'm over it.
Fuck Netflix.
The fact that my kid, like, can't, like, I got to pay extra to have my kid have my password at his mom's house.
It's fucked, dude.
Like,
It's complete.
yeah.
It's like, how much more fucking money do you guys need? There's
Right.
no way that any streaming service has more than you, and you still need more, you greedy fucks.
And I was already paying $20 a month. So I
Yeah,
was-
you already charge more than any other streaming platform.
yeah.
Fuck you. And they have had like no backlash from this. Like they've actually earned more subscriptions because people are fucking they're all plebs. All of you that fucking re-upped for Netflix, you're like, oh, I guess I can't share with my family. I'll make them get their own and myself get my own. Fuck you.
Yeah, because they all pay the $10 one.
You're the
now.
problem. You are the reason that this went through
Whatever.
because
So-
you couldn't boycott them for a couple months.
Well, they did get backlash, and then they came back on it, but I don't care. I just canceled Netflix because I'm like, hey, I have like all these other services already. So I went to Paramount. That's my new favorite now. Love
Paramount's
me some
awesome.
Paramount Plus, and they have a bunch of weird like documentaries on there. The one's like the day JFK died,
Ooh.
and it goes through the 24 hours of the day JFK died, and then there's one of the day Lincoln died, which is kind of crazy because like the day JFK died, they got like they use a lot of like stock footage and stuff, and the people are still alive that were there that day, and they interview them and everything. So that was cool. Like you learned a lot. But then the day Lincoln died, who are they going to interview for that one? Like you can't. So
Mhm.
they had a lot of people like reenacting scenes and everything, and it really wasn't bad. And I learned a lot too. I learned Johnson, which was after Lincoln. I was his vice president. He was awful
Yeah.
and complete trash. And yeah, like he like didn't even care about slavery being like abolished. So like yeah, because Lincoln died, it fucked everything up for like probably to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's wild. It's crazy to see that. And then like the whole thing too, like it wasn't just John Wilkes Booth. He had like dudes rolling with him that were like trying to take down like this other people in the politics and Senate and stuff. So it was like a full on attack with like multiple people. It just wasn't just an assassination of the
Yeah.
president. It was a terrorist attack practically. So, and then you see like John Wilkes Booth. He was a famous actor. That's how he got into like the play and everything. Could you imagine that? Something crazy like that today? Like Ryan Reynolds just like, hey, what's going on, Biden? What's up, man? Yeah, new Deadpool showing up. Check out this scene. Bam, dude. Fuck. You know? That's wild, man. Movie theater. Like he was huge. He was like one of the best actors then. So that's crazy.
I feel like we've done rank your favorite presidents, haven't we? Have we done rank your favorite presidents?
I don't think so.
Who's your favorite president?
I don't know. I don't get in political.
No, this isn't.
I just talk about the assassinations.
Yeah, right. You don't have a favorite like off the cuff president. Not like you don't have to be like all like, well, he did this for this organ. I'm just talking like pure persona.
Yeah, staying out of this one, boss.
No, man,
completely staying out of this.
I'm all about Teddy Roosevelt. Home dude fucking started a speech, got shot in the middle of a speech, and continued that speech. That dude was an absolute unit of a president.
Probably go with William Henry Harrison. He had the shortest reign.
Yeah.
He gave a speech in the downpouring rain, got pneumonia, and died.
What was it?
Because his speech was that epic. Like, he didn't want to fucking finish the speech because it was raining. His speech was so baller that he had to fucking die.
Did he even make it
finish
like,
it.
what, did he get like 2 or 3 years?
No, what, as president?
Yeah.
He made it like 2 months.
Are you serious? That
Yeah,
bad?
It was like a month, or like 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
So like
world.
he's on like one of the coins, the dollar coins. I'm like, is this even worth $1?
He didn't do shit, man.
It was also like the Whigs party.
Oh, yeah. Probably the one time the Whig Party won an election.
So yeah,
Welcome to your history lessons with Matty Ice and Marky Mark.
yeah. That's the thing though. I mean, like, man, canceling Netflix is good. I'm actually learning shit
I love
on Paramount Plus.
presidential documentaries. Well, that's cool.
Dying to Reign is crazy, right? People talk about John Wilkes Booth being, and Lee Harvey Oswald. What about fucking Reign?
Who died from? I think Andrew Jackson died from bloodletting, because back in the late 1700s, early 1800s, they thought that just like, oh, you're sick. Let's just pull a ton of blood out of you, and you'll just get better. And he died from them pulling too much blood. It might not have been Andrew Jackson, but it was somebody from like way back, or maybe it was might have been George Washington even. I don't know.
Actually sounds.
I think George Washington was killed by bloodletting.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it sounds right. G-Dubs, the original G-Dubs,
Yep. So
all slave owners.
yeah, they deserved it, right? Anyway,
Yeah, so that's what I've been watching.
I have been watching. Last night, I fell asleep to Shaun of Dead. That movie was fantastic. I didn't watch the whole thing, but the one thing I really love about that movie. So, Shaun of the Dead is a spoof of zombie horror movies. There's so many there's like a 45-minute span before you really even see any zombies in that movie, and there's so many like fake jump scares from just like people entering the frame or him like opening up a door. There's almost no jump scares from zombies until later in the film.
Yeah,
And-
the movie's great.
Yeah, I love I can't think of the guy's name now that plays
I know what
Sean.
you're talking about. Yeah,
But he's fantastic. He's in like Run Fat Boy Run, and
Star Trek.
is he in Star Trek?
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah.
That's awesome. I love that guy. So I watched that, and then I'm a big fan of late 70s and pretty much all 80s, early 90s action movies. There's something about them that is just perfect. So I've seen this movie on HBO forever, and finally, I've never heard of it. I had just never heard of it for the longest time until I saw it. Cobra with Sylvester Stallone.
I've never seen it.
It's got him on the cover. It's just he looks like a badass biker dude with sunglasses.
Cobra with a K.
Cobra with a K.
Okay.
And he's got this like piece of shit like submachine gun with a laser sight on it. Looks fucking dumb. So Sylvester Stallone plays a rough and rowdy LAPD cop
Oh yeah.
in the late 80s, and he's part of what they call the zombie unit, which is the unit that they call for like the specialist jobs that nobody wants to deal with like the
tough
super
stuff.
yeah, the tough stuff. And he is working on a case where he's taking out, I know, how have I just now seen Cobra? I don't know. It's crazy that this is the first time I've seen it. He is working on a case where he's taking out all of these like neo-fascists that want to just kill as many people as possible. That's their whole thing, is to kill the weak so the strong will live. Out of all of Stallone's action movies, because I've seen a lot of them. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a lot of them. This is some of his worst acting.
Oh no.
He is just so deadpan with every delivery. There's so many one-liners in this movie that are like more what I would say Arnold Schwarzenegger one-lines would be, or
Okay.
like James Bond one-liners that just, I don't think.
He just doesn't deliver them like them.
No, he does not. It's not, there's some good ones, but this movie is bad. And it's bad in like a like I feel like this was a AAA movie when it came out, but it feels more like a B movie. And
yo, hasta la vista, baby.
it's oh god, it's really not good. And he has this thing that he does because he's a serious cop. So he doesn't really have like much of an attitude problem with his superiors, but he's got a little one. But he has this move he does that when he shoots somebody, like he's got his like pistol out and he fucking pumps some dude full of like 6 shots because he's safe and still a secure and like good cop. He fucking like raises it up like all fucking dramatic, like job done.
Full that glass bottle.
I know, right? But it's not a good movie, but it was an enjoyable movie. So I would give Cobra from 1986, I believe,
out of 5.
Probably a 2.5 or a 3 out of 5.
Oh wow.
It's still. I mean, I watched the whole thing.
Okay. You know what movie is amazing that holds up still? Step Brothers.
Of course.
Yep. Whenever you're having a bad day, watch Step Brothers.
Yep.
Yep.
That'll never disappoint you.
Yep. Liz and I watched it, and it's fucking still holds up. Fucking amazing movie. Freaking so good. We're laughing, dying, laughing. Another one's 40-Year-Old Virgin. They just comedies from that time just on point, man.
And
so good.
Dodgeball. Dodgeball is another one that never really lets me down. ESPN 8, the Ocho.
So I think it's time for memory.
It is time for memory. It is that time, folks. So this week, our memory is something you used to hate as a kid that you enjoy now. And it didn't take me long to think about this one, Mark. This is for once in my life, this is a pretty easy memory.
Good.
It was a long time. It was not that long ago that I was a kid.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't think about that.
No, that's okay. There's 3 things that I can really think about. The first one is baseball. Like, specifically going to baseball games. We used to go to a lot of Tigers games and Loons games when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I would always bring a Game Boy with me because they're just fucking boring. They were boring for me as a kid. They're boring to watch on TV now, kind of. They're not as bad.
So you enjoy it when you go to them now.
But now I can't take my eyes off the action. Like,
let me ask
I
you
don't.
one serious question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you consuming alcohol now when you watch?
No. Like last when I went to the Tigers game on Memorial Day, I did not drink an ounce of alcohol, and I still enjoyed that entire game.
That's right, because it was mega hot, right?
But even then, I don't need alcohol for that kind of game. I don't get ripped I've never gotten just absolutely plastered at a Tigers or a Loons game. I've just enjoy watching because I can actually see what the fuck is going on now, and I enjoy watching it in person much more than on the telly.
Okay. I really don't know. I made this, and I don't remember why. I don't remember.
Okay.
But I'm going to say a couple I know of for sure.
Okay.
Shopping for clothes. I hated it. When I'd go clothes shopping, Dad would just give my sister a blank check, and then we'd go clothes shopping. And I couldn't stand it. I would just tack on the new Madden, and that's all I cared about getting.
There you go.
But now it's fun. I actually really enjoy it. I like to see the things match. I like to try them on and everything. I couldn't stand dressing rooms and all that stuff, but now I actually enjoy it quite a bit.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, and grocery shopping, honestly. Like, I don't know. I actually enjoy going through and going grocery shopping and getting the cart going.
When you buy an Xbox Series X and fucking 5 accessories with it, I would kill the grocery shop every week if I could.
It wasn't
do that.
No, I meant like,
I also got some goldfish with it too.
No, yeah, it's fun getting food for like, the house and stuff, and like stocking the fridge for my kids. So when he comes here and he's like opens the door and he's like, "What?"
You actually have some food for once in this house.
Yeah, he's like pumped. He's like, "Yeah, dude, Starry."
I opened the freezer and there's fucking like 6 pad thai things in there, and
Oh,
like
they're so good.
and then like 17 pints of ice cream
Yeah, dog.
because you just can't break down and buy a big jug of it. You just buy little
I
pints.
used to buy the big jugs, but the problem with that is that like you don't have a stopping point with the pints. I know when this pint's done, I'm done eating ice cream for the night. Before I was just like, get the whole thing. There's no end to this, and I started getting fat. So with the pints, I have
a little control.
regulations. Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you one that surprised me that I've recently discovered. Museums are something I thoroughly enjoy as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
We would go on school trips, like field trips and stuff like that all the time. I never really went to a museum out of choice as a kid until we went to DC to go to the Smithsonian and the Holocaust Museum and stuff like that. But like getting older, I've been to maybe 3 or 4 museums since I hit like my 20s. Dude, I spend hours in there. Just
I love them.
I wouldn't say I stare and like research everything I see, but there's a lot of stuff that stands out to me that I'm like, man, what? Like this is from like 800 years ago.
I always loved museums. My aunt worked at one her whole life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, she worked at the Denos Museum, and my mom would take us there, and they had a cool kids exhibit, and we would have just a blast there all day. They had some cool stuff when we were kids. They had this thing that you would stand in front of, and like when you moved, it would show your like outline and colors and stuff on the screen. That was so cool. Me, my brother Dom, and my sister Min would go in there and just make the coolest little shapes. They had the thing with the nails that you put your hand under, and then like you'd see the top. And, like Dom would go under it and like smash his face into the nails and stuff. Yeah, they had some crazy. I mean, and then they had a wall of shapes, and then when you pressed it, it made a noise, like different sound effects for different.
Oh,
ones.
it was like a kids museum or something.
Yeah. So that was
That's
cool. Yeah, it was cool as hell. Yeah.
And then finally, one, I wouldn't say it's always true, but when I was growing up, we drove a lot. Especially my mom, not so much, but my dad would take us down to see our family in Detroit. We would drive up to Traverse City to see his friends up there and just hang out. So driving was a part of my life as a kid that I didn't enjoy, but I just dealt with. And now I drive couple hours a day for work, but even like if I'm driving, say, up to visit my dad in near Traverse, or we drove to Canada or Philly, I really love driving when I am not just stuck in fucking traffic. Like as long as traffic is moving at a reasonable rate, even if it's not fucking 75 or 80 the whole time, if it's like 60, like 55, 60, when we're just cruising along, keeping the same rate, and I've got like a dope ass album on, or a podcast, or I'm hanging out with somebody in the car we're just having good conversation. I love that. I could drive for hours and hours like that.
Yeah.
So that was one that surprised me that I have grown to enjoy so much.
Nice. Yeah, man.
Fun stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Far out.
Vegetables are another one I like more as an adult. I really like veggies.
I've always
now.
loved my veggies. I was the weird kid that enjoyed Brussels sprouts, and I still do.
Yeah, they're not bad. And they're good for you. They're little mini cabbages.
I love them.
All right, guys. Well, I think that about does it for this week's show. We appreciate you tuning in as always. And Mark, thanks for joining me this week. It was a good episode, a fun time.
Yeah, man. We'll definitely probably give a guest on there. Anybody wants to be a guest, just hit us up on Facebook. Let us know if you can make it next week. So
shoot us an email at mattyiceandmarkymark@gmail.com, and we will reach out to your request.
And always, you can donate to the show if you want to.
mattyiceandmarkymark.net. You can set up a monthly donation like we have from some of you, keeping the show alive, keeping us getting fancy drinks, fancy taste test items, and replacing equipment that goes bad after a few years. So we appreciate all of you that do that, and we will see you guys next time on the Matty Ice and Marky Mark podcast.
Peace. Oh, I gotta piss so bad.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.